Hello everyone and welcome back to Space Engineers. What we'll do today is we will armor up the ship a little bit, and once we have done that, if we have enough time, which we probably will, we will go through and carry on with what we were working on in the base with regards to pressurization and all of that stuff. What's the thing I'm looking for? Pressurization and these things. Airlocks, automatic airlocks and all that kind of stuff. So we'll sort that out. But first, let me send this little guy off. And let me just see what it's saying. It needs a valid GPS. We are wanting this to mine uranium. And we've got that there. So copy that clipboard. And I'll just set that one up in custom data. Control V. Okay, off you go. I really need to remember to stay further away from that when I set the GPS stuff in, so it doesn't run into me, or I don't get a fright. I feel thinking that it is going to run into me. Okay, so fixing this one up, what I think we will do is we only need these little blocks. We'll make this a... Or will we do that? Not sure actually. I'll just... Well, I need to put some blocks in there. We'll just... Do we want to put anything in there? Because we've got a bit of space. Is there anything else that could be useful in there? Huh. I don't think so, I guess. Well, I can't think of anything. Did I think of something else I could put in here? One thing I could do actually is I could move these thrusters onto there, but I'm not sure what that would really achieve. That might make that space look a little bit busy as well, so I won't do that. Yeah, I'm not sure we need anything else in here, so I'll just cover this up, close that up, and a couple more there. Just weld it because it's so fast at this point. And then what we will do is, I want to think about where I'm going to put that one, but I'll worry about that later. Right now what we will do is, we want to have it more curvy going up to there. Yeah, I think so. Let's curve that up one more. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks kind of nice. Do you think then that we should also curve that in? Would that look nice? Oops. I guess if we did that, would the ship have more of a... Would the ship feel smaller? Not that that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Kind of exposes that bit a little bit, the connector. That'd be good. We've got this thing here, so I'm not sure. I think I will worry about that at a later time. Right now we'll just have it in just as it was, because I'm not entirely convinced on something else right now. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So I think all we are really doing here is just putting these on. Yeah, just like that. So put that first, because you can't attach onto that part of the thrusters. So that's all of these more or less taken care of. And all we'll do there, I mean, we need a corner maybe here, but that kind of depends upon how we do that part as well. But what we can do is we can just put the cubes in there. I think that can go there, probably. I'll worry about that in a second, actually. Oops. What I am not entirely sure about is the programmable block, but I'm gonna leave it in there for the moment. and I'll worry about tweaking it a little later. I don't think we can have it come up any higher than this, because then we'd run into the roof of whatever hole we mine. Okay, let me just weld this up. It'll only be a moment. See? How easy. Quick. Oh, missed that. Oh, is that one there? Yeah. That's it. I won't cover that one up yet because I still want to think about... Ooh, maybe I can put one there though. Oh, one more. So I want to think about how exactly we're going to... where exactly we're going to place that, because I would like it in a place that is more visible. Here, I think we can put something like that, and like that there, and there. I think that gives it a nice feel. Yeah, that gives it a reasonable feel there. Now for the rear, for this bit, obviously I can't put anything on these two sections because those thrusters would blow that up. I could bring it one further out actually. Would that work? I think that might work. Yeah, so let me take those off and put them, or try to put them here and see how that feels. Let's have a look. And the fact that this thing curves in, yeah, that's okay. And actually I think that makes it feel like, oh, but it doesn't go all the way to the edge up here. But if I do just a slope, just like that, and what would I do there? I could do the same. I could just have it like that, and I put a corner there with that. No, corner wouldn't work. But I wonder if a full block would. So if I put a corner there, then what would... No, oh, inverted corner, that's right. If I put a inverted corner there, if I face it the right way, it looks a little bit odd there, but I don't know, I think that looks kind of nice. That part looks a little incomplete or something like that. Now this bit, isn't there a really tiny tip that I can use there? Was it that one? 2x1 light armor corner. That's heavy armor. I thought there was another... Yeah, that's the 2x1x1 base, and that's the... Huh? Oh, that's a slope. And that's the corner. So let's try... see if there is something... Oh, I already had that in there. Okay, so that's just... Okay, so... Sorry, I was getting a bit confused. 2 by... So that goes there. That's where I had that. Thought there was one more actually. Let me just check. Light armor. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the... Yeah, that is the light armor inverted corner 2x1x1. That's the one I was curious about. Now, what is that shape? What is... Yeah, I just want the... Okay, so that says... That's the base and that's the tip. Yeah, not quite. That won't help us. Well, let me just put this side in as well, and then we can see kinda how it looks. Oh wait, I want to take these out. Oops, did I also accidentally take that thruster out? Looks like I did, but that's okay, because I can put that there easily enough, and I'm going to put this one here, and that one there. weld that up. I mean, I could bring this one out one more if I wanted to cover this up. But I'm not entirely convinced about that yet. So what did we do here? We had a inverted corner. We have an inverted corner there, and then we have a corner there. Yeah, okay, it's not a perfect fit, and I would ideally need to find some way to square off these corners, these edges, but that's okay. You know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work for now. And we have two spaces. Actually, you know what we could do? I have a better idea. Take that off. Take that off. And I can put them down here. There. And there. That brings a whole other kind of symmetry that we can work with. So what that means is that we can now... Oops, that's not quite what I want. We can now put that there, put that up, that there, and how are we going to bring this in? Oh, we can bring this in the same way. We can almost bring this in the same way as we did the one below it, but we can't actually, because would that work with the... Yeah, that kind of fits. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to use to fill this gap there, this tiny little gap. Not sure there are any blocks that will help me fill it, but I might not mind that much. I mean, the other thing that I could do, I wonder, is if I made that into a corner, would that kind of work? And if I made that into a... I'm just trying a few things here just to see. No, that won't work. Yeah, so that definitely should be a block. And then this could be a corner. I think I could live with that. No, I think it exposes too much. I will put that back to how it was, just like that. And I will put, yeah, I'll put it like that. Oops. There we go. It's not perfect, but I think that looks a little bit better. Possibly. Maybe. Okay. Let me try this. Okay. It doesn't matter that that one is the wrong one because it's inside. I'm not gonna see it. Oh wait. We have one of these. Could I do something with that? If it was a... Hold on. Is there one of those? Oh, I think... Do we have a really small one of those for the corner? Armor block corner. So what is this called? Half light armor. Okay, that's a half slope light armor block. What is it? A half slope corner? Light armor corner, light armor slope, light armor block, half slope light armor block. Yeah, I'm guessing not. I'm guessing I used the half slope. Did I use the half slope there? Let me see. 6, 5. That's the... Oh, that's light armor slope 2 by 1 by 1. That's interesting. So that's different from the half slope light armor block. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. I obviously haven't done much design with ships. Hasn't really been my thing much. I prefer the whole kind of functional thing more than this kind of stuff. But I'm just realizing now that I do enjoy it more than I anticipated. Yeah, I can live with that. This kind of 4-barrel thing just reminds me of like a 4-barrel like revolver that I've seen in some movies. I can't remember which movie though. Just, I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool, kind of okay. So let me just pop this thing there, which takes care of that side, and this thing there, which takes care of that side. And what this does need, and I wonder if, can I push that down one more? Yeah, I think I can, and I think I would like to, because that would make it a little bit more symmetrical. So let me just pick up that thruster, and I think I want that thruster to go right there, like that. Yeah, that is absolutely symmetrical, both horizontally and vertically now. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or necessarily, if that's necessarily a good thing, but I think that works for now. And I also want to, what do I have here? I have, oh, 2 light armor, the corners. So let me put the inverted corners, sorry. Let me put them in there. Let me see if I can get that in correctly. Like, why doesn't that work? Maybe I need to put the other side in first, which I'm not entirely sure what needs to go there right now. Corner, like that. I think we need a corner on here as well, and then we can put the inverted corner like that, and perhaps like that. Let me weld that up. Looks like I'm painting it rather than welding it, but that's okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, I haven't done the bottom of the ship quite yet, but just that bit. Okay, it's not gorgeous or anything, but I can live with that. As for the rest of the bottom of that ship,
meteor storm inbound.
Okay, I'll just do one small layer of it, I think, and then I will call it for that for today. We might work on it another time, but let's just get one part of it done. Oops. Okay, that way. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, did that not fit there? Oh, that's interesting. I can't put too many of them around that side, it would seem, because this connector is in the way. Huh. Okay. So that's something to bear in mind. Okay. So that's something I will need to think about how to resolve, maybe. Because, yeah, because we're not just 1 block in there, I guess. I think we might be 2 blocks in. Yeah. Huh. Oh well. Okay, I'll just do a few here as well. 3 is fine. And I wonder if I should just seal that section up a little bit. I'll just do up to there, I think. And then I'll seal it up once I weld these. I actually don't need to weld them because they're not going to be visible. But, oh man. Oh wait, I can get some steel plates from here, probably. There should be a... Oh, that's hidden away now, isn't it? Okay, there's a cargo container there. So CC... No, that's connected through probably small ones. Can I get to the little tiny port on... Oh, there we go. That's all I need. Pick up some steel. Go down here, and I'll just weld this up. Okay, just a couple more I need. I won't bring it in any more than that. I'll leave that space for the connector and so on and so forth. Yep, that takes care of that. Yeah. Okay, so what I will do now is I want to take a blueprint of it. So static grid, remote control. I will control it there. P, move it up a bit. One thing I haven't checked is if it's ready to go mining. I'll just double check that as well. Yep, it just needs a valid GPS coordinate. But before I get carried away with that, I want to blueprint it, which means that I want to delete my own blueprint. Delete, yes, and let me take a blueprint, Control B, and mark 2. Looking good. Okay, so what I'll do now is I will send this off to mine. So we've only got one other mining location, and I'm not sure what all it picks up from there, but I'm not sure it matters. I'm not sure we actually need. Oh, actually, maybe we do. Let's go check if we need to mine anything so we can determine whether we need to send this thing somewhere else. So we have no ores. That's interesting. I wonder if we should do a couple of manual runs. It looks like the thing that we need the most is possibly iron. And uranium is okay. Ooh, we don't have a lot, but we have enough. Nickel, yeah, okay. So we need, oh no wait, 6.21k out of 8.26k. That doesn't seem like much at all. So nickel it is. But I have a feeling that we have most components that we would need for now in the base. Okay, so let me see where we have some nickel. Now, I think AutoMine, that is the 6.8 or something kilometers away from here, which I think is this one, but that won't help us. I think we need to go there. Yeah. So that's not the one that we want. We need to actually go to number 13. 13, which happens to be my lucky number. So we need to go to that one and set up we need to set up another GPS marker there. So let's go do that. So where is 13? Oh, wait. Yeah, 13 is very close to that other one. That's fine. Okay, is that the nickel that we're looking for? That's silver. Ooh, there's the nickel that we're looking for. Now, how much of it is there? Maybe not a heck of a lot, actually. Okay, but we'll just take it. Just wondering where I'm going to mark this. It's all iron in there. Good chunk of it. Okay, but just the nickel isn't a lot. Wait, what's that? That's just stone. Yeah, it's just on the edge of that. I don't know how well the automatic drone would pick up the nickel no matter. I'm not sure exactly where I would need to place a GPS marker, but I'm not going to worry that much about it. If I really end up needing nickel, I can just go and mine a bunch manually. Now, okay, so I've got the ore marker right there, so I'm just going to go maybe 30. Yeah, that's fine. So GPS, and I'll just call this new from current position. AutoMine number 3, NIFEAG. Okay. Copy to clipboard. What I can actually probably do, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something very clever. I'm going to go to our second AutoMiner. So if I get close enough to the second AutoMiner, then what I can do is I can access, if I get to the ant mark 1, because Ant Mark 1 has an antenna, where is it? Yeah, because the Ant Mark 1 has an antenna, and what is Ant Mark 1 doing? Oh, it's just moving along very... It's going backwards over to there. Okay, okay. Yeah, since Ant Mark 1 has an antenna, sorry, since I keep repeating myself, what I can do is I can now access Ant Mark 2 and go in there, go into the auto miner, and I can go into custom data, and I can paste that location in here from here. And look at that, it's taken off. And if I'm really curious, I can go into the camera and view. Look at that, it's on its way. So, yeah, that's looking good, huh? Oops, wrong key. F to come out of it. So, let me just see, where's the base? Automate 3. Wait, where is the base? Fairly sure that the base is in that direction. Automine 1. Oh, do I not have it on my GPU? It should be showing up. Yeah. I think I have too many GPS markers. I'm just going to switch some of them off. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that. Any of these. I don't even need that. Okay. So that's there. Ooh, 1.76 kilometers. Let's go see if we have any goodies in there, and then we'll head back to base. Just because it is so near. Look at that. See? Doesn't take very long at all. It says that thing about the life support whenever your energy is low, but... Oops. Overshot. But I think I've ran out of energy a couple of times and nothing horrible actually happened. Not that I'm complaining. Where are you going? Oh, I have a thingy, so I can just... That's yellow thrust? Oh, it's hydrogen thrusters, is it? Yeah, stop going. There you go. So now you're just floating. Oh man, come on. Okay, I just put on my, switched off my inertial dampeners, and I'm just trying to get to the same speed and direction as this guy, which is surprisingly difficult. Finally. Alright, back to base we go. One thing I'm just realizing is that I don't need to extend the range on the Ant Mark 2 because the Ant Mark 1 is like so close to where Ant Mark 2 is going to be. So that should relay our signal along to Ant Mark 2. So we can leave the range of that at whatever it is now, which is probably like 5 kilometers. And when we get back to base, we can start looking at what do we need to do? We can start building the airlock because we already moved the O2 H2 container into the walls. That doesn't take up any space anymore. So all we would really need to do is start building the airlock at the entrance, and then we should be able to sort out the rest of air tightness. We would need to set up some vents, which we can do, and not a lot apart from that. Alright, here we are. Let's just check on the Ant Mark 2. Since it should be there now. So, actually just inventory. What does it have? Has it not arrived yet? Camera, view. What? That is right at the base, isn't it? Why is that over there? Well, that's odd.
Energy low.
What? Did I give it the wrong location? Auto miner 3, copy to clipboard. EB custom data. No, you've not done this before. Are there any incomplete gyroscopes? No. Oh, status is undocking. So it thinks that it is still undocking. So it's gotten confused for some reason. So what I think I will do is I'm going to ask it to go back to the dock, which I can do and see if that works. Oops. So fit, go back. Uh-oh.
Energy critical.
Alright, well, that one dock, and I think it's going to manage. Seems to be kind of going the right way. Yeah, let me go fill up my energy while that one tries to dock. Oh yeah, we need to fix the lighting in this room. I wonder what happened there. It clearly got confused when it was undocking. Not sure why. Oh, is it still confused? Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? And it's totally facing the wrong way, I'm just realizing. Okay, let's have... We might have to remote control this back to park. I don't think we removed any critical components that would stop it from being able to do what it needs to do. Just parking it, although I can't really see very well. Alright, let me just scooch down a bit myself. Oh, don't do that. Mark 2, control. Okay. What I need to do so that it doesn't keep doing that is go into there and switch that off. Okay, that's good. That sun is really in my eye. It's a little too high, low, but okay. Let's come down here, bring it down. A bit further back. A bit more maybe. Oh wait, too far. And mark 2. Why is this one not parking? Oh, there we go. P. Okay. I'm not controlling it anymore. Let's try and find out what is going on with this guy who is clearly confused. So programmable block on. Okay, I wish it had a reset command, which doesn't seem to. Let me just see, does it have... Okay, so argument equals fin. I think that's the only thing it checks for. Okay, not sure how I can reset this. What I'll do is I'll just copy that, check code, remember and exit, so there's no code in there now. Paste that, check code. A poor man's reset. The block is on, but it doesn't seem to have... Did I do something else? Off, on, edit. Check code, remember and exit. Maybe I need to come out of the terminal. Let's try that again. Check code, remember and exit. There we go. So now it's wanting a valid GPS location again. So let's try this again. Oops. Forgot that I had copied the code. So this is the AutoMine 3. There. We want it in there. It was all going so well. This looks more positive. Yep. It's going the right way. Yeah, it's definitely going the right way. So not sure exactly what happened there, but we can let it go off now and see what it does. So, what were we doing? We are going to make an airlock here. And what I'm going to do actually is I am going to make it using glass. So I don't want 1 by 2, I want a 3 by 3? 3 by 3 might be too much. I might go for a 2 by 3. So where am I going to place it? Not there. Like so. I think I know why it's red. It's because I don't have girders. No, I won't have 2 by 3. Is there a 1 by 3? I'm guessing not. Oops. It's 1 by 2. Maybe 1 by 2 is enough. And I am thinking, what else would I need? I need a vent. And I wonder if I would, I think I need a couple of vents. So I think there are two things I guess we will need. One is the vent, and the other thing that we will need is a sensor. Now, the sensor can even go on the ceiling, but that also depends upon whether I want to put a window on the ceiling. Can I put a window on the ceiling? I'm not sure if that's possible. It might be, which would beg the question of where, we need two things, a vent and a sensor, and I guess I could use two of these blocks. Could put a vent on the floor. No, I can't, because the vent kind of sticks out. I could put a sensor on the floor. I might do that. And I'll put a vent on just on the top there. Come on. Okay. Ooh. Like that. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh, I shouldn't use up all my steel plates, because I'll probably need more. Well, I need to pick up some girders, which I've not done. Oh, that's the problem with us not having a... That's interesting actually, because since we don't have a oxygen generator here, we can't access it to be able to pick up stuff. But what we could do actually is then put a cargo container on here, and that'll make it look a little less unattractive. Okay, let me go here and put away some of these things which I picked up from that little drone module, and let me pick up some girders. Don't need a lot. I should actually have some steel plates, and maybe I will pick up some interior plates, and I think I need 4 of those if I can fit that. I need probably some mortars, maybe some steel tubes, because I will make a storage container here actually. I'm also realizing that once I make that into an airlock, it's going to be a little trickier working there. Okay, I need to chuck some stuff on the floor. How about some girders and some steel plates? Ooh, that's a lot of interior plate. Pick that up. Oops. Come on. And I'll put in a storage container, which is that, maybe? What is that? 7. Oh no, that's smoke and brave sorter. Do I have a... Oh, there. That's medium. Okay. I'll just have to pick one up from here. Small cargo container. And I can just pop that right there, the right way around, and weld that up. Did I drop anything else here? It looks like there's, oh, that's some girders, yeah. I need that as well. Okay, let me finish welding this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so let me now check if, wait, what's going on? Okay, it's a bit, so I think that's working. Let me just check here. Yep, that should work. Getting a bit of jitter on my wonder why it was a bit jittery. It feels a little jittery, I'm not sure why, but that's okay. Okay. Probably didn't want to use up all my steel plates and everything there. Probably need more, but before I get carried away with that, what I can actually do is I can start putting down 1 by 2 is it? No, we didn't decide 1 by 2. We thought not 3 by 3, 2 by 3. Didn't we? Or did we? I can't remember now. Yeah, 2 by 3. Or we need at least 2 by 3. We might we need more than that? We might do, because of, oh, unless, I'm not sure, let's see. I'm also curious as to whether these windows would actually provide us with proper air tightness as well. So let's try not 3 by 3, 2 by 3 again, but this time going that way. Yep, that is a problem. So I either need to go for 3 by 3, which is very high, or I need to reconsider. I guess if I am putting a block on top, how would that look? I need steel plate. Of course I do. If I do that, and I can change that to a half block if I want to make it, you know, look a little better, because we would see both the top and bottom of it, and we could make it just a half block roof. Oh shit, what's going on? Oh. I need to stop doing that as well, which is forgetting which part. Where am I going? Okay. Dampeners and the jetpack being right next to each other just confuses me sometimes, and I am easily confused sometimes. So let's see here. 1, 2. We have to make this space, I guess, feels like we're having to make the space relatively large to make, and it just won't feel that much like an airlock if we make it too large. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take this off, because that's making it too wide. I'm going to make it a little bit narrower, and I'm still going to try and stick with the 2 by 3. Oh, I can't. Not if I'm putting that airlock there. Unless the only other thing I can do is that. I can put it there. Yeah. I mean, I don't know which way this window is supposed to be facing, which way this glass is supposed to be facing, but if I do it that way, and what I can also possibly do, will that stick? Hopefully it's sticking to that vent. Okay, that's a very narrow space. Might be a little too narrow. I can't tell. That might be too narrow. Because the other thing that we need to do is putting something on top. And that's not a one. I don't think there is a 1/3. There is only a 1/2. And we can do that. Or, no, not like that. Because the 1/2 needs to be on the outside here. Because that's what we are more likely to see. Oh, does that fit? Oh, it lets you put that one on top like that. Okay, so and then we need a 1/1 just on the end there. Do we have a 1/1 here? Okay. Let me pick up a window. 1/1, 3/3, 1/1. And I'll wait, where did that go? Sorry, wrong place. Okay. 1/1. That feels... I don't like it. I just don't. It's too narrow. It's too rectangular, possibly. You know what? I'm going to build it for the sake of building it. Just to see... Oh, oops. Just lost some steel plates. That's okay. But I'll build it, and then we can decide how that feels. I'm not convinced. Come on. I wonder if I'll need more girders, but I'll just pick all of that up. Let me weld this up. I'll be right back. Alright, how does it feel? I clearly need to invert, I think. Which one do I need to invert? Probably this one, because that should be dark on the outside just to match the dark on the outside everywhere else. I think this would look nicer if it wasn't so tall. And I wonder... But I can't do anything about the... Oh, could I? I mean, I could. I might be able to. I mean, if I put the vent on the floor, and I know that I am acutely aware of the fact that we are running out of time, so I'm just going to try and see if I can make this bit work. See, that won't work because it has to stick up. So it has to stick up somewhere. What other option could we have? I mean, I can't have a window. Oh, actually, I know. I was just thinking that if I could have that block down one block right up to here, but then we can't suck the air out.
Meteor storm inbound.
Unless we make that section airtight. Unless we make that section airtight. Oh, I can't take all the stuff out. There's way too much stuff in there. It might be possible. I'll have to have a think, and I'll see if I can figure it out for the next episode, because we are definitely out of time. Yeah, so in the next episode what we can do is take some of this off while I'm chatting away. What we will do is we will try and figure out a nice design for this airlock. I really want glass, but not something that looks quite so rectangular. I think if the glass was 1 block high and these 2 or 3 blocks long, that would be okay, but I think I want it to be 1 block high at the most. I ideally also want glass at the top, but I guess I could settle for just glass windows, and I guess I might have to make it 2 block wide, but I'm not sure exactly how we could make that work, since we can't have these glass panels really starting half block in. I mean, worst case, I would just have to make this section 3 blocks wide. 3 blocks wide and 2 blocks high, which would give it a slightly nicer aesthetic than what we have just now. But that's all in the next episode, and then we'll do other exciting things after that. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.